Chops and sauerkraut this morning, an Octoberfest recipe. If you would like the recipe, simply write to Pork Theme Recipes, Post Office Box 4455, Wilmington, North Carolina, zip code 28406. Be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. From the North Carolina Pork Producers Association, our guest in the kitchen this morning is Linda Nunley. How are you, Linda?
Doing great, Shirley.
Good. This smells good already.
Yes, it does. And we're going to be using the All-American pork chop. The one that I do enjoy using so much, that is the center loin chop. Has the little tenderloin area and the loin there. It's so meaty, and it's just a delight to use. And I'm using 4 of those for our Octoberfest theme. And we're going to brown those in 1 tablespoon of oil. And then if you'll remove those from the pan onto a plate, we're going to add some vegetables. This is going to be an oven meal in one. And when the weather begins to cool down some, and you know, you think about eating pork in the fall, a lot of folks do, and some of the things that go well with it are onion and apple. And apples are readily available, and even North Carolina apples are available now. So we're going to take 1 onion chopped and 1 tart apple, and that has been cored, not peeled, and then coarsely chopped, and we're going to saute those or just a short time in the pan drippings. That gives them a golden richness and also helps them to take advantage of the flavor of the pork. And we want to get our oven turned to 350 and get a 9 by 13 by 2 pan greased and have that ready. Then we're going to add 2 cans, that's 16-ounce cans of sauerkraut. And
is this drained or rinsed or anything?
It's been drained but not rinsed.
Okay.
Drain it well because we want to reserve a 1/2 cup of the sauerkraut juice or liquid, because we're going to add that back to keep everything from drying out when we get it in the oven. Now, what I found was that I wanted to stir and mix that relatively well because I wanted to have the pan color on the sauerkraut too. It darkens it up a little bit. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons, I was going to sprinkle that over it, but it doesn't want to, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of caraway seed. And if that gives the most interesting aroma. You know, the sauerkraut is so strong and will dominate the aroma in your kitchen, but the caraway seed are sort of counteracting that aroma. And I could, while I was baking this, I could smell the caraway seed, and it really smelled good. Now we'll go back and add 1/2 cup of reserved sauerkraut liquid to the pan, and then we're ready to put this after we get it mixed up well. I'll just move this right over. And this is a 9 by 13 by 2 inch oven-proof baking dish, and I have sprayed that with a non-stick spray. We'll take this.
Is this ready?
It is ready. Put it in the dish, and then we're going to nestle the chops.
Whoa, that's hot. Here we go.
Okay, great. Just what I tried to do after I got this mixture in the pan was make sure that I had the apples in all parts of the dish, so that when we serve it, that someone doesn't get all sauerkraut and no apple. Kind of spread it out evenly, and then nestle your chops right on top of this. Sort of push them down in there.
A little well there.
Yes, and that keeps them nice and juicy because they're down in the liquid there. And we'll cover this with foil, bake it at 350 for about 40 minutes. And have everybody in the kitchen ready, just a green vegetable, perhaps a salad, and your beverage, and you've got it made. And you can say, we're celebrating Octoberfest.
It smells wonderful. It's a really different approach to cooking pork. I'll try this.
Good.
If you would like this recipe, it's free. Simply write to Pork Theme Recipes, Post Office Box 4455, Wilmington, North Carolina, zip code 28406. Be sure to include a self-addressed stamped envelope. And Linda Nunley from the Pork Producers Association will get these recipes right back to you. Thank you for joining us today, Linda.
Shirley.